Shake these vipers, man. Shake these vipers. You gotta look out for the vipers. Look out for the vipers. Look out for the vipers.
You gon' love this!
Man, you gotta get rid of this negativity in your life. Negativity is a slow death.
Slow death.
Slow death. Could do nothing for you. Anyone in your life that's negative, you need to get rid of them. They're like vipers. You gotta dodge them vipers. You gotta dodge them. You gotta dodge the vipers. Get rid of them snakes in your life, man. We'll give you 8 ways to get rid of negativity in your life. Number 1, you have to practice gratitude.
Practice gratitude.
Practice gratitude. In this society, everybody's insatiable.
You see what I'm saying?
Insatiable, never satisfied, always wants the opposite of what they have at the time, never has gratitude or any type of recognition or acknowledgement or satisfaction or content. Everybody's discontent. Everyone can always do better.
Oh my god, this shit crazy. For real, this shit not bussin'.
It's a bunch of nonsense. If you never give anything the chance in your life that's there at that time, a chance to fulfill you, then you'll never be fulfilled.
Well, see, now you learning.
Also, you have to recondition your mindset, to prioritize, recondition your priorities, all right? Well, why is this important to me? And if it's only superficial or a fleeting reason, then you need to change it to a more substantial. And if you want to be shallow, knock yourself out. Just move over so somebody substantial can succeed, you know? Get out of the way. Number 2, practice mindfulness.
Practice mindfulness.
Throughout your day, it's easy to slip into a negative mindset. You got a bunch of people around you that are toxic. Shake these vipers, man. Shake these vipers. You gotta look out for the vipers. Look out for the vipers. Look out for the vipers. So you're gonna have to constantly reset, constantly remind yourself, be positive. Happiness is free. Not saying that you're in a state of oblivion to where you're being unrealistic with your expectations throughout the day. But at the same time, just because you disapprove of something, just because something happens in your life that is a minor inconvenience or major inconvenience, whatever the case may be, does not mean you have to be upset and erratic about it. If you display erratic energy, it's going to do nothing but make the situation worse. If you lose your center, the situation that's countering your convenience is still going to be there. You're just going to be in a less centered state while you're encountering it or trying to tackle the obstacle. Number 3, challenge your negative thoughts.
Challenge your negative thoughts.
Whenever you have a negative thought, something that's going to detract from your progression throughout the day or your life, ask yourself why you think like that.
Ask yourself why you think like that.
What has led to your current mindset? What in your life? It's going to take retrospect, and it may not be an overnight thing. You may have to keep a journal. You may have to pick a day out of your week or pick some time out of your day to reflect and deconstruct your behavior and find out why you behave the way you do. Now, just like it took you years to get to this state right now that is counterproductive to your progression, it may take a while for you to finally find the origin behavior that's contributing to your unsuccessful attempts at progression. Then you have to recondition yourself. It's a process, just like it was a process unbeknownst to you to be in a negative state of mind that you're in presently. Number 4, get moving.
Get moving.
I'm sailing.
Do some activity. When you work out, when you walk around, when you engage yourself physically, it releases endorphins. This will put you in a good mood and make you look at things differently. Everything is about emotions. Everything is about chemical reactions in your brain. These chemical reactions, your emotional state is going to have an impact on how you perceive the world around you. And that can mean a lifetime of frustration and sorrow or a lifetime of happiness and content. Number 5, practice self-care.
Practice self-care.
When I say self-care, these things all coincide with each other. They all tie into each other. They're all synergistically connected. You can't have one without the other. When you have one, you'll enhance the other. So when I say practice self-care, physically, mentally, spiritually, socially,
because I'm a champion by myself, all by myself.
All of these things intertwine into your well-being. And of course, like number 4, get moving, get an activity, engaging in activities you enjoy. Then to number 6 with find a hobby. Find a hobby. Find a hobby. to vent some frustration you may have. When you put yourself into something that you enjoy, it's like a trance. Everybody puts themselves in a trance. When you watch sports, if you're into sports and you're a sports aficionado, you're gonna watch sports, you're gonna focus on the game, and it's gonna be like a tunnel vision. When you're in this tunnel vision, that is a makeshift trance. You're focused on that. Little things that are ambient attract your attention because you're so focused on the game. Athletes do the same thing. They call it the zone. This is actually putting yourself in a self-trance, self-hypnosis. Even though it may not be formatted, consciously implemented, you're still doing it. All right? A trance. Any type of perceived excessive focus where it takes away from your senses and you perceiving things around you because you're so focused on the activity. That is a trance. So you may want to practice that. Throwing yourself into, take some time out of your day where you're focused on one specific activity or hobby, and you kind of compartmentalize. You kind of leave the real world and go into your trance and focus on your hobby, whether it's painting figurines, maybe drawing, maybe painting, maybe learning languages, maybe writing, who knows, whatever the case may be. Find an activity. You don't have to find one, you can find many. Everything's about balance. Number 7, you're gonna aim for progress, milestone.
Milestone.
Never try to achieve perfection, but always try to achieve milestones towards perfection. Because perfection is not an end goal, it's the journey to perfection that's enlightening. You're never gonna be perfect because once you reach your perceived point of perfection, your vantage point is going to change and something else is going to be perfect to you. So it's an unattainable goal to be perfect, but it is attainable to engage in the journey to perfection. Number 8, you're going to learn to forgive.
You're going to learn to forgive.
You're going to learn to forgive. And when I say forgiveness, I mean forgiving yourself, letting go of resentment, past traumas, negative emotions. First of all, that all ties into the previous points that I made in self-analysis and self-exploration, where you find out the core and the root of your origin behaviors and negativity. So with that information, this is how you'll encounter this, how you let go of these traumas, how you let go of these grudges and resentment, because it's not important anymore. Once you have a grudge or resentment towards anyone or anything, you're never going to progress. You're never ever going to progress because you're always going to have this emotional anchor that's tying you to something that is fleeting, that is not even important anymore. When you're on your deathbed, probably not going to think about any of these grudges and resentment. And if you are, then you didn't progress in life as you should have. Shake these vipers, man. Shake these vipers. You gotta look out for the vipers. Look out for the vipers. Look out for the vipers. Be righteous. Happiness is free. See you next time. Thanks for joining me. Peace.